Today's lesson is how to cook a pork roast. So we'll get that out of the package. And we're going to cut a hole in the center of it. Now, that's going to be a trick myself, because I plan on stuffing this beautiful pork loin here. Isn't it nice? And I'm going to take and I'm going to cut right in the middle of it. And then I'm going to do the same at the other end. And granted, you're thinking, oh, that's not cut all the way through. I do know this. I'm going to get a longer knife, a much longer knife. Here's a beauty. And we're going to insert that in the hole, and we're just going to push it right in the center, you know. And don't go all the way to the edge, because for one, you could cut your fingers. But for two, you need room to pack that in there without the wall of the meat being too thin. So we got right here on this end and do the same thing. And you know, from the length of this particular knife here, it's serving the purpose. There's definitely a nice hole in the center of this for our stuffing. That'll work out good. See? Fingers touch. Hee-haw! Alright, our oven is preheated at 375 degrees. And, we have potatoes here. Some red potatoes. We're just going to cut these. We're going to put them in half and then cut them into wedges, you know, bite-sized wedges. You don't want them too big because you don't want them to not cook fast enough when the meat is cooking. Just continue cutting them in small pieces and put them around the pork. Now that the potatoes are cut, we're going to make our filling for our to stuff our pork loin. This here is 1 can of fresh cut spinach, and this here is the star of our day. This is Philadelphia Cooking Cream by Kraft. Talk about hold our meal together. We're going to take this and we're going to put it in with our canned spinach. Put that right in there. Alright. Pretty darn good. Now we're going to mix it until it's well blended. Be careful or it'll slop right out of the bowl there. Alright. So low for the time being. Just get it well blended. The spinach will break apart. It'll start to look like a green sauce. Oh, it's getting fluffier. Turn it up just a little bit. How I love spinach. A little bit of folate for all of us. I have a much larger bowl, huh? One second. You learn something new every time you cook. We're going to take our large bowl and we're going to put our cream spinach in it with our new wonderful Philadelphia cooking cream. And we're going to mix that with our fresh baby spinach leaves. Now, different ways to mix. You can mix with a spoon, you can mix with 2 forks, or you can mix with your hands. So just push that down in there. Get it mixed pretty good. Oh yeah. And get that coated real well. Then we're going to put a tub of gorgonzola cheese in there. Give it a little fold. That cooking cream is dispersing evenly. Can you see that? That's real nice there. We have this dried pesto seasoning. And it smells wonderful. Just give a little bit of oomph there. And we're going to put 1 teaspoon's worth in. But there you go. And we'll give it one more little stir. But this is going to be yummy. Pick up a couple extra spinach leaves along the way. And we'll take our pork loin. And it's okay if you're messy with it. We're going to take our spinach and we're just going to stuff it right in there. Hear them noises? Gross, huh? But we're going to pack that baby as full as we can. Now push it down in towards the center. This entire bowl of spinach, that's our goal. Pack it right in there, alright? But like I said, push it all the way towards the center and then continue to add the best you can. Go and stuff it in both ends towards the center, and then you push both ends at the same time and it'll pack better towards the middle. And you take the leftover stuff And if there's a little bit left over, that's fine, because we want to coat this wonderful pork loin. We'll just pat some towards the outside, and then we'll mix this a little bit with our potatoes, so it has a good mix going on, and make sure you put as much in as possible. Now we're going to open up our cashews. Now, I love cashews. Come on. Cashews and spinach are very, very good for you. Well, don't do this at home. And we're going to sprinkle them over top of our pork loin very heavily. Just sprinkle them all over it as best you can. And if some falls off to the sides, that's more than fine. It'll be very delightful. Get done cooking it. And now we're going to add 2 cups of water and a little bit of the pesto over those potatoes. We're going to cover this up, only covering the potatoes right now. And we're going to leave that pork loin exposed. Alright. And we can cover up the ends too a little bit, so that spinach inside that pork will continue to, it'll help the steam stay in and it'll cook up a little bit better. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, so our oven is preheated, like I said, to 375. And we're going to put this in our oven 40 minutes. We're going to take and check it. I'm not sure how long we're cooking this. I've never done it before. But all I know is I want my potatoes cooked and not hard. And that's why we did it like this. Alright, see what we have here? I'll put it right in there. Oops. Don't drop it. Set your timer. Oops. Don't shut off your stove. We'll set that stove again for 375. It's already preheated. And now we'll set the timer for 40 minutes. I'm back here with you, and I have my Philadelphia cooking cream, star of our dish today, and we are cooking a stuffed pork roast. I'm going to bake that until the center of the pork loin is 160 degrees. We want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. You don't want to have undercooked pork. I used a shallow baking pan, so it would be the heat would more readily hit it and brown and crust the outside. It is just smelling absolutely wonderful, and it's going to smell even better when that's done baking. Thank you. It looks beautiful, and give it the little pinch test. Oh, it looks cooked to me. We're going to take this pork roast here, and we're going to lift it right out of the pan. Set that there, and that's for a resting period. And the reason we do that is to lock the juices in. If you cut it too soon, all the juice will come out and it'll be dry and rubbery. But this is our beautiful stuffed pork roast here. Carefully, it's hot and there's a lot of steam in there. And we're going to give that a little stir. See how hard those taters are. They're low. And I'm going to just put little dabs here and there over top of it. And put it back in the oven for about 8 minutes. And in 8 minutes, that butter will permeate into those potatoes, and that wonderful cream sauce and spinach and pesto will all be happening together. It's sure smelling good in here. And we're going to cut our wonderful pork roast and just show you what it looks like. Thank you. We'll just hold on to it either side and very gently cut through that. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That is so nice. And the potatoes are going to come out of the oven. A little bit of stir. Kraft cooking cream, making another wonderful dinner. Thank you.